Hi, Miss Susie. I'm going to do an HEENT assessment here. I'm Bree. I'll be your student nurse. It's only going to take me about 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Before we get started, I'm going to wash my hands here, okay? We don't want to spread any germs or infection to Miss Susie, so we're going to wash our hands before ever touching her. All right, we're gonna start with her head. We're gonna look for symmetry, any masses, any movements that shouldn't be happening. I think Miss Susie's all good. So then I'm gonna go to her hair and make sure that it's distributed equally. Make sure that the texture's the same all throughout. And then I'm gonna feel for any masses, look for any contusions. And I think that Miss Susie is all good there. Then we're gonna go look at her eyes. We're gonna look at her sclera and make sure that it's white and doesn't have any abnormal colors. And we're gonna look at the conjunctiva. We're gonna have her pull them down, make sure that they're moist pink, not any abnormal coloring. Then we're gonna look at the lacrimal glands. I'm gonna palpate, just make sure that they're good. Miss Susie, you are all good to go. All right, now we're gonna do Perla. We're gonna look at her pupils. Are they round and equal? They are. Do they react to light? They do. Let's check this pupil. Good, Miss Susie. Do they accommodate? Good. All right. While I was doing that, I was looking for any abnormal movement or like twitching. I didn't see any on Miss Susie, so we're gonna keep going with her assessment here. They're gonna do the visual field, so I'm just gonna have Miss Susie follow my light, please. All right, now I'm gonna check her peripheral vision. So I'm gonna hold out fingers here and I'm gonna say, all right, Miss Susie, how many fingers am I holding up? And she's gonna say 2, and I'm gonna say good. And then I'm gonna do it again. How many fingers? 3, good. Then we're gonna check her visual acuity. That's when we have this Snellen chart with the big E. She is 20 out of 20 with both eyes, left and right. So then I'm gonna take her back and we're gonna look at her ears for symmetry. I don't feel any tenderness or masses. Her auricles or pinna are all good here. Then I'm gonna check inside of her ears to make sure that they're not abnormally red, and check that there's not an excessive amount of cerumen or earwax. Looks good. All right, now I'm gonna whisper in each of your ears and you just tell me what you hear, okay? Bree is awesome. Bree is awesome. Bree is awesome. Perfect, Miss Susie, you passed. All right, now that we've checked out her ears, let me check your nose. I'm gonna look and see that your septum's not deviated. I'm gonna look for symmetry. Both sides look the same. I don't see any masses or anything that's abnormal. I'm gonna feel your sinuses, any pressure, tenderness, any pain. No? Perfect. Now we're gonna do a patency test. I'm gonna have you hold one side of your nostril and sniff in. And the other side looks good there. Next I'm gonna look at your mouth, Miss Susie. Lips, no cracks. Now I'm gonna have you go ah, and I'm gonna look at your buccal mucosa. Make sure that they're pink, not abnormal, no inflammation. Looks good, Miss Susie. All right, now I'm gonna look at your teeth and your gums. All right, I didn't see any discoloration of her teeth. Gums look great, pink, moist. They're not inflamed. I don't see any sores, any abnormalities. So then I'm gonna look at your hard palate and your soft palate. Hard, soft, looks good. Pink, moist, not inflamed, no sores. Then I'm gonna look at your punching bag or uvula. Okay, I didn't see that it had an abnormal shape. It's pink as it should be. I do have my tonsils. Miss Susie does have her tonsils, so we're gonna look at those on the backs there. They looked good. Pink and moist as they should, not abnormally red or inflamed. And then we're gonna look at her neck. Just make sure that it looks symmetrical, no bulges, masses. Then we're gonna palpate her lymph nodes to see if they're inflamed, because if they were, that could be a sign of infection or something going on. I don't feel any inflammation. So then I'm gonna look at her trachea and just make sure that it's straight and not deviated. And then I'm gonna say, thank you so much, Miss Susie. That was my HEENT assessment.